Hello loves, so this is not a usual video that I'm going to show to you. So we're not going to be fancy unboxing muna kasi right now I'm just going to share to you a different kind of topic na it's been bothering me for the past few days. Narinig niyo na ba yung bagong single ni Moira Dela Torre na Paubaya? So far, nung first release niya, sobrang nananakit na siya. To the point na, unang release pa lang, sobrang dami ng mga nararamdaman ng mga tao, sobrang dami ng feels, dami ng mga reaction and mga comments here and then, sharing their stories about sila nagpaubaya sa relationships and so on so forth. So far, naging successful naman si Moira na saktan ang ating mga puso't damdamin in a sense of moving forward and moving on from a previous relationship or ano man yung mga pinagdadaanan natin sa buhay. From the first song pa lang, yung Patawad Paalam, the second is Paalam, and the third one is yung Patawad. Doon ba lang sa tatlong kantang yun, nasasaktan na ako eh. Itong pang-apat na kantang to, nananakit na siya lalo. So, nandun na siya sa intensity level ng pananakit niya ng mga tao through her song. So pa hindi naman yung intention saktan tayo, pero ganun talaga eh. Knowing her as the queen of Hugot songs, talagang pinaramdam niya sa atin yung mga kantang to na sobrang vulnerable. A whole lot of level pa ng kaimuhan pa talaga ang Hugot yung mga kanta. Here's the reality, guys. So, kung may mga taong nagugustuhan yung kanta, maganda yung mga responses, they're sharing their stories, how they move forward, may mga magagandang mga comments about how this song gave them the opportunity to move forward. May mga tao din na medyo nag-aalinlangan or nagkaroon ng mga triggers or negative emotions nung narinig nila yung kantang to. Guys, disclaimer lang. So, before I share this, I'm not saying nang lahat ng kanta ni Moira Dela Torre is bad. I'm not saying this para i-bash si Moira Dela Torre. Actually, I love her songs. She uses her influence to bring healing, bring hope to people. And so far, I knew her naman way before pa. Let me tell you my story. So, bale, nung first na ni-launch nung kantang to, in the middle of the night, actually, medyo gabi-gabi na siya nung time na yon. Nung unang pinakinggan ko na siya, talagang humuhugot na yung mga first linya. Yung isang linya sinabi niya na, ako ang kailangan, pero hindi ako ang mahal. So, yung may part na yun, dun na ako nagkaroon ng negative reaction to it. Na biglang may nag-i-spin na yung mga thoughts in my head. Thinking about my previous relationships, how these people cheated on me, yung mga taong pinagpalit ako sa mga ex-girlfriends nila, ganon. Tapos, dumating na ako sa point na non-stop na akong nagpo-post sa IG stories ko about yung mga negative reactions ko when it comes to my previous relationships na feeling ko, rebound lang ako, na ganito lang yung tingin ko sa sarili ko, na it came to the point na ang lalim na ng dating nung kanta para sa akin. Na hindi na siya yung parang kanta lang. Because of that, nagkaroon na ako ng mga negative emotions na rin. I started crying, umiyak na ako na paulit-ulit hanggang sa every time na narinig ko yung kantang to, umiiyak na lang ako ng umiiyak for no reason. Kasi nagkaroon na ng triggers and every time I hear the song, yun na yung naalala ko. So, because of that, I have no choice but to stop listening to the song. Yung mga part pa rin inside of me na when I see the post sa social media, nagtitrigger pa rin ako kasi hindi pala naging maganda yung reaction ng kanta sa aking mental health, sa aking isip, sa aking puso. Few days have passed, ito na yung na-realize ko na may mga certain songs pala to other people na normal lang sa kanila, but there are certain songs na hindi pala normal to those people who are suffering with mental health issues. So, doon ko naalala na when it comes to these kinds of emotions, when it comes to these kinds of lyrics, kinds of rhythm, talagang may malaking role ang mga kanta na pinapakinggan natin to our mental health. And so far, hindi ko sinisisi si Moira for what I'm feeling right now. I'm not blaming all of the Hugot songs na pinakikinggan ko for what I'm becoming and ano yung mga nararamdaman ko. Pero I cannot hide the fact that meron siyang malaking factor when it comes to how I respond to music, how I listen to it, and how it applies to my life as well. Dito na lumalabas yung question na ano nga ba talaga yung good and bad influence ng mga hugot songs na to in our mental health. So, una sa lahat, hindi naman si Moira Dela Torre yung nagsimula ng mga hugot songs in the first place eh. During our elementary days, nandun na yung mga emo songs eh. Nandun na yung mga emo songs from Typecast, from My Chemical Romance, hanggang in this generation, narinig na natin yung mga kanta from Lainey, to NF, gumawa na nga ako ng sarili kong playlist eh. Ang pangalan ng playlist dun, Playlist for My Depression. So far, itong mga kantang to, pinapakinggan ko itong mga to when it comes to pag mayroon ako mga hard times or feeling ko, nag-iimo-imo ko at mayroon akong songs na pwede ko accompanied with those emotions. And at first na papakinggan ko lang siya na parang kanta lang naman siya. Kinakanta niya yung ano yung nararamdaman ko, kinakanta niya kung ano yung nasa loobin ko, ano yung sitwasyon ko. Until such time, doon ko nare-realize na the more na pinapakinggan ko yung mga kantang to, the more na nagkakaroon na pala siya ng ruminations in my head. Naalala ko na yung ex ko, naalala ko na yung mga betrayal na ginawa sa akin ng mga previous friends ko, and yung mga emotions ko na hindi na dapat na nandun, bilang bumabalik because of the lyrics, because of the songs na pinapakinggan ko. And somehow, bumabalik dun yung hatred, bumabalik dun yung anger, bumabalik dun yung part na sobrang lonely ko, I wish I could die, mga ganong things. And somehow, those are the feelings na sobrang unhealthy. People should be very careful on looking kung ano nga ba yung mga nararamdaman nila every time they're feeling these kinds of emotion when they hear some certain songs. And yes, people, I'm not making this up. Hindi ko to iniimbento lang. Actually, there's also studies, there's a lot of experiment and research about those things, and found out that rather feeling better after listening to sad music, people with high scores of rumination reported feeling more depressed. So, rumination is the tendency to stuck in patterns of negative thinking and to find it difficult to shake negative thoughts about events or one's feeling. It usually goes hand in hand with depressions. So, our research shows that when people are ruminators, listening to sad music seems to perpetuate these cycles of negative thinking, often prompting sad memories and negative thoughts. To listen to a song like yung kay Adele, Someone Like You, ano ba yung naaalala nyo? Is it positive reaction ba na nakakapag-move forward ka na? O naalala mo yung ex mo na iniwan ka sa ibang babae? Kung yung ibang tao can see the song Someone Like You as a positive song for moving forward or moving on, for people who have mental health issues, ibang nagiging reaction nila dito. It makes them more depressed, nagkakaroon ng rumination in their head, thinking about mga negative emotions, and so far, nagtitrigger din siya for them to have mga irrational thoughts and irrational response to it. So, nandun na naglilid to alcoholism, naglilid na lang to they're hurting themselves, and the worst part is suicidal. So, one of our best illustration probably is yung movie na Silver Lining Playbook. So, may character dito si Bradley Cooper na he has undiagnosed with bipolar disorder. So, may mga instances siya na every time na naririnig niya yung wedding song niya, nagtitrigger siya into anger and talagang sobrang nagiging manic siya at hypermanic siya. So, at first, for some people, it's just a wedding song. Pero di alam ng mga tao, yung wedding song pa lang yun is yung song na piniplay during the time na nakot niya yung wife niya na niloloko siya. So, every time na naririnig niya yung wedding song na yon, nag-ruminate sa mind niya yung cheating incident niya that make him so aggressive, so angry to the world. So, again, ano nga ba ang negative side ng mga hugot songs na to for people who have mental health issues? First, it will make them feel more depressed. People will just think to it na parang it's a negative songs, na it is a song na it's not supposed to be listened to. It's hard, it's hurtful na tulad ko still suffering with this kind of negative emotions. Hindi ko na-enjoy yung mga music I supposed to enjoy regardless kung sad man to or happy song to. Hindi nga, that's the reality na hindi lahat ng song is applicable for people who have mental health issues, especially like mine. syempre, may resolution tayo. So, paano nga ba tayo mag-move forward with these kinds of negative feelings when listening to Hugot song? So, hindi naman pwedeng mag-e-end na lang yung video na to into a sad note. So, para sa mga natutunan ko dito is number 1 is to really speak about it. So, to be honest guys, this is the first time that I will open about this. Not even my family and friends know this. I believe maging open and maging vulnerable about these things will help me and help other people also, you and me, to be healed from these issues. So, number 2 also is to really acknowledge these songs na song lang siya. Na yung mga hugot songs na to will not define you and me, will not define the end course of our life. It's just a matter of the past. Past lang siya. So, I hope na as you listen to those hugot songs, I pray that it will not define you as a person. It will not define who you will be in the future. And the third part is, I want you to seek help. If these kinds of songs is really talagang nakakasira na sa mental health nyo, talagang sinisira na yung the way you live your life, I suggest that you really seek help from professionals, from counselors, and somehow it will take talaga humility, it will take yung vulnerability for us to really be open about these situations. I know that it's hard. Take it from me, I'm 29 years old and I'm still having a hard time with these kinds of songs. The best thing na siguro I can really suggest, you really have to filter your playlist. You have to make a decisions na whatever you're listening to, hindi lahat ng mga songs is beautiful. Sa mga things na na-realize ko when I listen to Moira Dela Torre song, is that there are songs na yes, maganda siya, but kung itong mga songs na to is hindi mabuti sa mental health ko, kahit mahal na mahal ko si Moira Dela Torre, I have no choice but to block yung songs na yon. Why? Because it's not a matter of loving her, it's just a matter of who I love first. Ano nga ba yung mas importante talaga? Yung kanta ba o yung mental health ko? So, there will be common time na hindi na ako maapektuhan ng mga kantang to. Sabi nga ni Stevie Cowell, it's up to us on how we react to certain things. It is our choices yung magde-define ng mga decisions natin. It's not our mood, it's not our emotions, it's not what we feel in the moment yung magde-define ng decisions natin. But at the end of the day, it's really up to us. So for now, until we came to the point that we are completely healed from those hugot songs, from those negative reactions from those hugot songs, we have to be very careful on what we're listening to. We have to be discerning and we have to be very cautious on what we listen to. Because what we listen to will eventually can break us, change us, it can be mold us, or it can create us. So, I hope, loves, that whatever you listen to, whatever yung pinagkikinggan nyo at ano man yung pinagdadaanan ng buhay nyo, I hope you have a perfect theme song for that. At yung song na yon will not put you to a darker places, but it will put you to a place na you will move forward from life. So, loves, listen to the right voice, listen to the right songs, and I hope that we move forward towards our better version of ourselves.